get it. A lot of y'all get caught up in this whole Democrat Republican thing. Oh, Trump is a bastard. Yeah, he's a bastard. And, but here's the thing. If you think that I think that that a Trump supporter is racist, but a Biden supporter is not, well, you need to get out of here, because Biden put more black men in prison than any president in American history. If that's not racism to you, then I don't know what's wrong with your brain. If you can't see the racism in that, then me and you can't. We're not in the same place mentally, because you're exterminating an entire group of people and you're trying to convince me that this man is my hero. I'm not built like that. I wasn't raised that way. I have something called common sense. So when you talk about this, let's bring this back to black people. Okay, so when you bring this back to black people, here's the deal. For you as black people, you have no economic friends. Everyone on earth wants to take from black people. Nobody wants to give anything back. When you are black in America, you are in a position where no one wants to hire you. When you're black in America, you're in a position where no one wants you to engage in critical thinking. That's why the Biden administration will meet with every clown on earth, but they won't sit down one time with Dr. Claude Anderson. I personally think we should be telling them, if you really want to be our friend, you need to sit down with real black people who really care about the community, who are really trying to solve economic problems and have a real conversation. Stop having meetings with Al Sharpton. That ain't enough. You need more than that, right? You're in a world where they also, if you're black, they won't support your businesses. You create a black-owned business, you're getting boycotted in two directions. You're getting boycotted by all the white people and half the black people. Even half the black people won't support a black-owned business. Y'all support a black man who's busting a rap. Y'all support black people when we out acting a fool. You'll support us when we're playing the sport or when we telling a joke, but you won't support black people who are trying to be serious economic players in the game of economic warfare. And let me just tell you something else, black man. This is important for you to understand, black man. When you go through life and you let these people train you to be an economic sucker, you are basically emasculating yourself. You might as well stand up and go outside and pull out a pair of scissors and cut off your own balls. Because when you go out in this world and you know how to play basketball, you know how to play football, you know how to bust a rap, but you don't know how to start a business. You don't know how to make an investment. You don't want to own any assets. You want to do like Lil Uzi Vert and get a stupid diamond plugged into your forehead and get engaged in all this buffoonery. Then you're setting yourself up to be a slave. You're setting yourself up for destruction, right? In fact, if you think about it in a sports analogy. Maybe guys will get that if I use a sports analogy. When you go out here, especially as a black man, black women have their own issues, but I'm talking about the black man right this second. If you are a black man and you go out into this world not prepared for economic warfare, you have no assets and you're living paycheck to paycheck, and your paycheck is being provided by the man who's seeking to oppress you, take your assets, embarrass you, humiliate you, keep you as a little boy, turn you into a little girl, and eventually take your woman, then you are almost like a quarterback trying to win the Super Bowl when you have no offensive line. You saw what happened to Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback, one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. You saw what happened when Patrick Mahomes did not have anybody blocking for him. When Patrick Mahomes had no offensive line, he went from extraordinary to sub-mediocre. So imagine a quarterback trying to play in the NFL with no offensive line, literally not a bad offensive line. I'm talking about no right tackle, no left tackle, no left guard, no right guard, nobody blocking. He's going to get sacked every time. So when you are a black man in America and you're trying to get ahead in America, you're trying to compete in America, and you don't own assets and you're not making that a primary objective and mission critical for your life, you literally are a quarterback claiming that he's going to win the Super Bowl, and you ain't even got an offensive line. So because your assets block for you, that's what protects you. That's what keeps you out of slavery. That's what keeps you out of oppression. That's what allows you to stand up when they're telling you to sit down. So this is about more than money. This is about life. This is about survival. So go out here and please survive and stop acting a damn fool. Stop letting these people make you into a clown, because I believe that you're better than that. So that's all I got to say. I'm done talking. Thank you guys for listening. Again, no disrespect to Dave Ramsey, but also y'all know how I am. I'll take a conversation and take it all over the place because I'm not even speaking anymore. God is telling me what to say. And when God tells me to say it, I'm going to say it. I don't care who gets mad. I don't care which direction it goes in. That's just what it is. So hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. And also, I can share something else with you guys if you want to take a look. If you haven't learned how to invest yet, or you want to get on an email list and get access to our free courses and programs and things like that, go to firstsharestock.com. That's where you can actually get started. Firstshareofstock.com. That's the URL. Also, blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com. That's our wealth building program for children. One of the goals that we have is to make Black people the most financially intelligent group of people on the planet. We believe we can do this, but I need your help. I need your children to join the economic army. So even if they don't learn from us, I want them to learn from somewhere. And I want your goal to be this. I want your goal to be: one, my child will learn how to start a business by the age of 12. Number two, my child will own stock as early as possible. I have a nephew that was born 2 weeks ago. He owned stock before he was born, right? So he's going to be very wealthy by the time he gets to be 25, because we're already making plans for him to be successful. So we're not giving him preparations for slavery. We're giving him preparations for freedom. And that starts before you're even born. So do that with your children, and make sure they're also the third objective is to make sure that they're economically intelligent, so that when they get an opportunity, when they get a hold of some assets, they'll know what to do with those assets. They're not going to do stupid things, because stupidity is marketed to you. They use your rappers to do this. Not all your rappers. Some of your rappers are great people, smart people. Like, I'm good friends with David Banner. He's one of the smart ones. T.I., he matured quite a bit. God bless him for that. Even Jay-Z's rapping about owning assets. But then you got a lot of guys that still need to learn. So remember that if you are trained on economics, if your child's trained on economics, that means that when they get an opportunity, they're going to pursue that opportunity, and they're going to make something out of that opportunity. It's, again, to use a football analogy, if you are a good player, then you know when the defense is giving you an opportunity to score a touchdown. If you're a bad player, then you won't know what to do. You're still going to throw an interception because you don't have a strategy. So a smart economic player is somebody who says, you know what, I don't have a lot of assets now, but the minute the defense gives me an opening, the minute the universe hands me a couple of dollars, the minute I get a chance to make a move, I'm going to make that move, because I'm prepared to know what the opportunities look like. So don't put your children in the disadvantageous position of not knowing how to identify opportunities. Put them in a position where they are smart and capable and disciplined and alert and economically conscious, and going to put themselves in a better situation as soon as they get the chance to do that. That's the difference between people that make it and the people that don't. And I want your kids to make it. So I'm out of here, guys. Have a good day. Please hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe button. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Peace.